It's Week 17 of the NFL. And coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Chiefs and the Bengals coming up next.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, the last active player remaining. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. That pass complete to Moore. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moore. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Richardson to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Bengals.
On first down, Richardson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Richardson now on second down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just a third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those second seats at the table.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for White a week ago, 20 carries, 76 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
On second down, they'll run with White. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Rodgers. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 25, here's second down and 1.
At the Bengals' 25-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Devin Duvernay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Dancing to his left. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. These two teams all tied after 1. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it at the 37. Gets around him. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 9-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Aaron Rodgers, he can still maneuver. 35 rushing touchdowns in his career with Green Bay. Partner, double-check that stat. That's the right number. And even at his age, he knows when it's time to go, and he does it there for a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Richardson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Flushed out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. The Bengals at 6 and 9 to start play. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Richardson looking to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Anthony Richardson. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Duvernay. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Motion man is Schwartz. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Boy, Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. Looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Rodgers now on 1st down. This taken in by Kincaid. Look at the big fella go. He may go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and a couple. Now it's Rodgers. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin in the Mile High City, an AFC West matchup between the LA Chargers and Denver. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Derek Carr leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Brock Purdy, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP Aaron Rodgers. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Richardson shotgun on third down. Got an open man at Schwartz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
First down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Richardson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Richardson on the bootleg here. Wide open receiver, complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On the option left, Richardson. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Anthony Richardson. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 21. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Well, the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At their 48-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Richardson looking to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Henry up the middle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Richardson now on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game. And now the rookie's free. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
First and 10, it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Schwartz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Fielded at about the 28. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him a 1st down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Richardson. A short throw there to Strange. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 28.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
We've seen him drop it on the ground before. They're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Gano's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. KC's offense ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. That pass complete to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good ride on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Here's Richardson to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On the counter, it's Henry. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. I believe the referee's been wise. Yeah, they're going to take another look at this call. And it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Inside handoff, Henry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 10. A minute 44 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was.